to this concert tonight. It cost us $800 each.
$1,500 just to go to one concert for one night?
Paid $3,500 a ticket for us to come and see him.
You mean so much to me. You've inspired me in so many ways. I'm in love with Michael Jackson.
We come just across from Spain to see Michael Jackson.
There are two different kinds of pop stars. There's someone like a Bruce Springsteen who sort of wears T-shirts and hangs out to local clubs and stuff like that. And then there's someone like Michael Jackson who's sort of untouchable, unreachable, and sort of not of this planet or this earth. And personally, I prefer my my pop stars to be on that kind of level.
I love the way his music changed my life. Michael Jackson helped me to survive several tragedies. His music gave me inspiration and wanted me to continue living.
I think Michael Jackson represents excellence and talent. He is somebody who aims for the best. He's a very hard worker, and that has influenced me to become and to continue to be a hard worker.
The only competition I think that Michael Jackson truly has is with himself. Because ain't nobody up there with him. Nobody.
He performed at Motown 25. Yes. And it was like the first time he performed by himself, and he had the hat with the socks, and he was
Then he was announced the king of pop.
She was more like a beauty queen from movie scene. She don't mind, but do you make I am the one.
Glove, a red jacket, whatever he wore, if he would have wore some tight leotard pants and some tube socks, people would have wore that.
A lot of things, the way you dressed, the way you talked, the way you acted. I mean, you have people wearing these gloves. I mean, these gloves, they're wearing it every day just because they love you so much.
My name is E. Casanova. I'm from Los Angeles, but I currently live in Las Vegas, Nevada. Not only am I an unconditional fan of the king of pop, Michael Jackson, but I also live in the shadow of the legend. I'm not like your average fan. For me, I think it's a lot deeper than that, because ever since junior high school, people start telling me that I look like Michael Jackson.
It was kind of funny because I'm thinking, oh my God, he does look like Michael Jackson.
I grew up in Los Angeles. It was just myself and my younger sister, that's all, and my mom, that's all it. My father passed away, so I didn't really get a chance to know him. But really, Mom was the mama and the daddy all the way through.
My son has been a big fan of the Jacksons, Michael primarily, since they first started out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please greet for their first visit, the Jackson 5.
I was introduced to the Jackson 5 by my mother.
We had a lot of fun growing up just watching the Jacksons. I actually remember we used to perform their songs. He would be in the front, like performing Michael, and then me and my cousin would be in the background. It was a lot of fun.
I wanted my son to emulate something that I thought at the time and now stood for good.
Because of Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5, I have not been involved in any gangs, any type of drugs or alcohol, never in my life, because they were a positive role model for me. It was a wonderful childhood, Ever since then, I've been cuckoo for Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is the last of the great song and dance men. Michael Jackson is a living superhero on stage, and he is limitless in his talents. He's vocals, he has the presence, and he has the dance talent, and he looks cool doing it. Everything that Michael did, I wanted to do. I wanted to try to be just like Michael Jackson.
He entered every national major contest that there was for Michael Jackson, and he won first prize at every one.
So that was my incentive, my initial incentive to say, hey, you know, this could go somewhere. So I started practicing harder and harder and harder.
He would actually study it, you know, he would study like all the videos.
One of the things I didn't have very well down was the spin. To me, if you couldn't spin like Michael Jackson, you ain't doing Michael Jackson. I got the attention of different TV shows and sitcoms, from Access Hollywood to Entertainment Tonight, and the list goes on and on. During the time that I was starting to do Michael Jackson and starting to really make a name for myself, I met a very interesting person named Majestic.
Greatest impersonator of all time. How you doing, my friend?
He's kind of like been an advisor, so to speak, over the years for me. He is a very close friend of the Jackson family.
When I saw E. Casanova perform, it was magnificent. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. The first thing I did, I went and I told Michael and I told his mother and his sister. I said, I saw this guy that's incredible.
Michael said it twice. He said it was eerie, like looking in the mirror. Now, the difference between me that makes me unique is that I'm left-handed and Michael's right-handed. I'm like the mirror image of Michael. In order for things to come across believable, especially with the Michael Jackson, you have to roll the way that the artist rolls. Be it limousine, be it security guards, or whatever. Because that's how the public determines whether or not you're real.
When we used to go down the street, people would literally think that he's Michael Jackson. We have actually had real policemen come and and guard us because he looks so much like him. The fans really think he's Michael Jackson.
And I'm looking straight ahead and doing the whole thing in the Michael gestures and looking around, and you can hear and feel the people behind you building. And we turned around and it looked like hundreds of people was behind us going, yeah, Michael. I mean, and that's fun, but it's scary at the same time.
Make that change.
And now, sit back and enjoy Legends in Concert. Legends in Concert is a tribute to the superstars of yesterday and today. We have Tina Turner, we have Madonna, Ricky Martin, we have Elvis Presley, and we feel that E. Casanova perhaps is one of the greatest Michael Jacksons of all time.
Doing Legends in Concert is very exciting. People are screaming, and you get that rush when you first hit the stage. And it gave me a chance to experience that stardom. Whenever I do come to LA, I always make time for my girlfriend. Her name is Felicia.
I think one of the coolest things about our relationships is that we're both huge admirers of Michael Jackson.
I do have my own life. I love miniature golf. I love bowling. I'm a regular guy as far as just being me. And what makes me extraordinary is that I've been blessed to be able to emulate the greatest artist on this planet.
Oh, what's wrong?
At some point, I will step out of the shadow of Michael Jackson and continue on to do some other things, but still within the show business. But when I do that, I want to leave some sort of legacy behind in stone too, so that the world knows, and more importantly, Michael knows, that he was not here just playing around. He was not just some fly-by guy that did a tribute to somebody. You know, he did something of significance. Michael Jackson lives inside of me, and it will always live inside of me.
Thank you so much. I love you all. Good night. Thank you.
I'm going to try to fit Michael in somehow to my Santa sleigh for Christmas this year. It'll be a first. It's Michael, it's his Thriller costume, and I will just put that out there and maybe put a Santa hat on him.
Attention. Attention, this is not a drill. This is the VH1 Grammy Patrol. We've got the Grammys surrounded. All this week, VH1 dedicates an entire week to the biggest honor in music, the Grammy. Interviews, performances, and specials all lead up to VH1's live 90-minute Grammy pre-show, Wednesday at 6:30. And we'll be live backstage after the awards. Log on to VH1.com for Grammy news and updates. VH1 Grammy Patrol. Put the remote control down. Sponsored by Target.
Oh, yeah. Woo. Round and round, I'm coming back to you. My head is spinning round and round. Don't you know it's true? I'm moving in circles. Oh yeah, circles. Oh come on, circles.
Miller Genuine Draft. Cold filtered for when you feel the heat. Get refreshment down cold. Cold filtered Miller Genuine Draft.
Hey, Hallie Eisenberg, drinking a Pepsi.
Actually, this isn't a Pepsi. It's new Pepsi Twist with lemon. And I'm not Hallie Eisenberg.
I'm Halle Berry. Drinking Pepsi Twist.
Well, it's not exactly Pepsi Twist. It's Diet Pepsi Twist. And I'm not exactly Halle Berry.
You know.
I'm Barry Bostwick.
Who is Barry Bostwick?
Like twists? Try new Pepsi Twist in regular and diet. A lemon twist on that great Pepsi taste.
My favorite anti-wrinkle cream just got better.
New Nivea Q10 Plus has skin's own coenzyme Q10 plus skin's own anti-aging biotin. Together, they give you double the wrinkle control.
Bye-bye, wrinkles.
New Nivea Q10 Plus.
Can't stop here to remind you, if you're going to make a collect call, dial down the center with 1-800-CALLATT. It's free for you and cheap for them.
Did we score? Save big bucks on every call. Just dial 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
Hey, they got cable.
Please, sweets, I'm adding up votes from our survey. It seems people prefer me, the wheat side, by one.
Yes.
You paid for a single?
Yes.
So who's in there with you?
No one.
Who is it? So how come I hear voices?
That's just my other side.
Yeah, well, my other side wants to get paid for your other side.
You got a frosted side?
You're looking at it. Nice people skills, sweets.
I'll leave him a mint.
No sex for Lent, for 40 days.
One man.
It goes against science. You want to be the guy who goes against science?
One vow.
I'm going to go the distance.
1 million distractions. From the makers of Bridget Jones's Diary comes a new comedy about waiting.
Good night.
And waiting.
Dude, you gotta tell her. Seriously.
For that special someone.
How many days do you think you'll last?
Days?
40 days and 40 nights. Rated R. Special sneak preview tomorrow.
Budget and Rider TRS are working together to improve truck rental.
Yeah, rates starting in 1995.
And a service where our movers help load and unload the trucks.
Can we make load and unload even better?
Roller skates to make the move even faster.
Hmm?
They don't need roller skates.
Yeah, no, not roller skates, but load and unload.
That's a terrific idea.
Buy one, get one half off. On anything? Yeah, buy a pair of slides, get loafers half price. Buy sandals, get your kids' sneakers half price.
It's the buy one, get one half off sale. Good on everything in the store.
I've never seen this side of you before.
Doesn't it feel good? Pay less.
For firmer, more beautiful skin, new Neutrogena Visibly Firm Makeup with active copper replenishes copper, a natural collagen-building mineral essential for firm skin. With natural-looking coverage, it's a beautiful way to firmer skin. Visibly Firm Makeup. Beautiful, beneficial. Neutrogena.
Now, we've known Michael since he was 5 years old. He was performing. Him and I are the same age. Actually, I'm a little older than him. So I was following his career along. Have his songs all in the soundtrack of my life, for sure.
Every generation get a little bit of him. You know, they never get enough. It's like little kids listening to Michael and old people listening to him.
I've been a Michael Jackson fan since 1971.
I have been a fan of Michael Jackson since I was a baby. I actually got a chance to meet him when I was little, when I was like 1 or 2. I don't remember though. And my mom said that he went out to hold me and I started crying. I can't believe I started crying. That's crazy.
I heard Michael Jackson on, I believe, the Ed Sullivan Show when he was 5 years old.
You like Thriller, right, Andy? He's into Thriller.
He plays a special part in our lives and a lot of other people's lives, too.
My name is Stan, and I live in Bakersfield, California, and I am 54 years old, and I'm a grandmother of 5, and I'm a devoted, fanatical fan.
I don't know why my grandma likes Michael Jackson. I think it makes her feel good because of the beat and stuff.
They became little fans of their own. Which one do you want to listen to?
Beat it, yeah. Beat it, yeah.
Black or white?
Because it don't matter if you're black or white.
I was born and raised in Bakersfield. Lived here all my life. There's a lot in Bakersfield that's still original. A lot of the old houses are still there. 99% of the people in Bakersfield listen to country western music. When I first became a Michael Jackson fan, and we went to the country western places, they thought it was a phase I was going through, that I would get over it, or maybe I was totally crazy. Maybe I am, I don't know. But it's the greatest craziness I've ever known.
There's a place.
Michael did save my life. Many years ago, my son had passed away. He was what you call a diabetic denial. I didn't think I would ever get over it, and I had planned my suicide. I wanted to just end my life because I didn't want to continue feeling that pain day after day. I had pills. I was just going to end my life with an overdose. My roommate and I were big country western dancers.
Sam's been my roommate, and we've been friends about 12 years or so. I wanted to go dancing, you know, just get out of the house.
That night, I wanted to be alone so I could end my life, but he wouldn't go without me.
I didn't really want to leave her alone.
I finally said, okay, I would go dancing with him. It was that night that changed my life. When we walked in the country western bar, they were playing a song and teaching a line dance, and it was Michael Jackson's Jam. I just stood there watching them out there, and that song was just seeping into me. I had felt like there was a cloud over my soul, and that song came through, and and erase that cloud and let sunshine, and I felt like I was lit up like a torch. It was amazing, the feeling I felt inside. It was the first joy in 8 months. His music gave me inspiration, wanting me to continue living.
Another day has gone. I'm still all alone.
Michael's music and albums have come out around the time of each member of my family who has died, especially my mother's death. His history album came out. We had just found out she had had cancer. I was taking care of my mother, and I would sit and listen to it after I put my mother to bed at night. And that music is what kept me from just literally screaming and never being able to stop, because I was going to have to open up my son's grave to put my mother in it. And coping with that was more than I could handle. And Michael's music, day after day, especially You Are Not Alone. That song just made me feel like I'm not going to be alone after she's gone. And I felt like it was a message that I was being given that my mother still would be with me. If I hadn't have lost my family members, I would not have become a Michael Jackson fan. Ta-da! Welcome to my Michael collection. Some of the things are really unique, like school folders, the puzzle. Those are Thriller earrings. Dangerous collector stickers.
It goes overboard. It's solid Michael Jackson.
I bought a bigger house so I could accommodate his posters. Well, they were so beautiful, I wanted to look at them. I didn't want them folded up in a drawer. I wanted to look at them every day, but I had to have walls to put them on. I've already got it written up in my will. My whole collection goes to Alyssa. She was the biggest fan of all my grandkids, and someday, like my daughter said, she goes, Mom, what do you really think she would do with this? Do you think she's going to save it like you do? And I said, no, she can sell it then, and it can maybe put her in college. The wildest and craziest thing I've ever done was go to Europe to his concert. I found out that Michael Jackson fans are like one big family. Before I was a Michael Jackson fan, I didn't care about people around the world. I didn't know them. They were strangers. I can not only identify with other people, I can feel their happiness, I can feel their pain, I can enjoy their religion. When my son died, my belief in God, it was like, it was just gone. But being a fan and meeting other people and the things that have happened to me as a result of just being one of his fans brought back my faith in God. The world used to be a humongous place, and I lived in Bakersfield, California. Not anymore. Now I live in the world. Being a Michael Jackson fan turned me in different directions I never thought I would be taking. At the age of 52, I have switched my career into web page and graphic designing. Hello? I have a company called Keysan Graphics, and I design websites. What got me started was Michael's website, just so I could improve that and do my own graphics. I devote at least 6 hours a day on just Michael graphics and my Michael website. Put little fairies in there. Michael has led to a new career. A whole new life is what he's led to. It's nothing like it used to be.
I like this part.
Every Halloween, the girls and I set up a Thriller cemetery.
Oh my God, Halloween.
There's this Michael Jackson cutout board that has Thriller songs playing.
I do it as a tribute to Michael, my cemetery. It's a tribute for my love that I have for him.
Yeah, everyone comes to see it and they're amazed.
I'm gonna try to fit Michael in somehow to my Santa sleigh for Christmas this year. It'll be a first. Okay, where are we gonna put him?
Right there between the Santas.
I feel like Michael has been sent here on this earth. His mission in life, whether he knows it or not, is to help people.
Is that good? Yeah.
If I had lost my son and never became a Michael Jackson fan, I would probably be in the same shoes other people are. Lock me up, put me away, life's not worth living. There is a spiritual part of why Michael came into my life. Just changed it completely because I am happy.
Craziest thing that has ever happened to me when it comes to Michael Jackson was getting hit by his motor.
I look up to him so much. When he's on stage, he's just amazing. You know, he's a genius.
I think that Michael is phenomenal. I think he's a genius. I think he's one of the greatest entertainers that ever came about.
One of his greatest contributions to pop music is just his creativity alone. This guy is extremely talented. When it comes to sheer raw talent, I put Michael Jackson up against anybody, and this cat will come out on top.
My name is Joe. I'm 28 years old. I live in Edison, New Jersey, and I'm the world's biggest Michael Jackson fan.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark.
In 1983 and 84, when Thriller was probably the biggest thing since sliced bread, I was listening to Van Halen and Led Zeppelin, and I wasn't really into Michael. It wasn't until I won tickets to a Michael Jackson concert. It was the Bad concert. I just sat there in awe.
I took him and my daughter to the Meadowlands to see a Michael Jackson concert, and I was a kid then. And when he came out of there, he was like, that was it, you know? He just fell in love with him.
I was just mesmerized by this talent that just floated across the stage. People will come up to me and say, you know, well, what's your big fascination with Michael? And I always say, have you ever seen him perform live? You have to see Michael live to appreciate him. You see NSYNC and Britney Spears doing moves that, you know, Michael did 10 years ago and quoting him as their inspiration.
He's had a huge impact on us as far as, you know, us being performers, stage shows and things like that. He always put on a show, a great show, a spectacle, and we use our dancing, you know, and the same kind of, you know, magic that he would.
He's not only an amazing songwriter, he's just an amazing performer, and when he's on stage, it's like, how can you top that, man? He's just great.
The king of pop! The king of pop!
My relationship to Michael Jackson is the music. You know, I don't care who he's sleeping with. I don't care how many llamas are on the Neverland Ranch. I don't care about the tabloid stories. What turn a lot of people off about Michael, I really find endearing. Someone like Michael Jackson, who's sort of not of this earth, very untouchable, very eccentric, and I kind of like that.
I have never in my life, in all the years of watching entertainers, met anyone more dedicated and devoted and sincere to an entertainer like my nephew Joey is to Michael Jackson.
Joey's chasing the car and gets run over.
Poor thing.
Look at it.
And he says, it was all working so he could meet Michael.
You'll see. You'll see me meeting him. It was 1997. I had just gotten out of college. I just graduated, and I had about 2 weeks before I started my new life, my new job. And in those 2 weeks, Michael Jackson was performing in London. So I gathered the money that I had, and I took a plane, and I winded up in London, outside Michael's hotel. And there were about 1,000 fans screaming and screaming and screaming. Instead of Michael coming to the fans and shaking hands, giving a couple autographs, he gets right in his van. You know, and these are European fans, and they're crazy. They're not satisfied by that. They storm the barricade and start running after Michael's moving van. So I've stormed the van like everybody else, and these crazy fans just pushed me in front of Michael's van. I winded up pinned underneath this heavy, heavy, heavy van. My leg was stuck on there for a good 30 seconds. The van finally got away. I'm sitting there in the middle of the streets, crying, I guess, because I was in the most horrifying pain of my life. And I'm at the hospital, and I get a phone call. It's someone from Michael's parent record label. Says, "Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah, I guess." And he says, "Well, Michael heard about what happened, and he's very, very concerned." And I said, "You know, does that mean I'm gonna, you know, meet Michael?" And he says, "I'm working on it." And then I got off the phone, I just started screaming.
My mother called me, and she told me that these good news and bad news. Joey broke his leg, but he's gonna meet Michael Jackson.
So I'm there, I'm getting ready to go into Michael's dressing room. They have me waiting outside, and, you know, Michael's almost ready, almost ready. It's 5 minutes before showtime, so I'm thinking this is never gonna happen. And they just said, "You know, Joe, they're ready." So I'm going in, hobbling on crutches, mind you. Michael's manager says, "Michael, this is Joe. He traveled all the way from New Jersey to see you." And he's like, "Nice to meet you." He sort of bows very nonchalantly, and he shakes my hand, and he goes, "I'm sorry for what happened." He signed my cast. He got on his knees. He signed my cast. You know, he just says, "I love you." I said, "I love you, Michael." "I do." And then, you know, that was it. And then I left. That's me and Michael, and as you can see from the red ink, he actually signed it, so that's pretty cool. Last but not least is the actual cast that was taken off after I met Michael, and as you could see, he signed it in 2 places. Meeting Michael just excelled my my idolization.
After he met Michael, he had said that this was it. Now that he met his idol, he was going to tone it down. It just got worse after that.
I'm gonna meet with my friend Delvita, who happens to be one of my closest MJ friends.
Joe and I get together and go to New York, which has most of the vintage Michael stuff, and they have a lot of vintage Michael Jackson stores, and we go shopping. We buy the old stuff, the new stuff, and that's what we do.
You know, I went to this concert. This is the actual concert where I fell in love with Michael Jackson. And this is the show, Monday, October 3rd, 1988.
Out of all the Michael fans I met, I think Joe is like the #1 fan. He knows so much stuff about Michael. He has so much stuff of Michael's. The most extreme thing, I guess I would just have to say planning the whole MJ Day thing. That's like a really huge event, and to get people from all over the world to come is amazing.
I'm organizing this party at Webster Hall. It's sort of like a fan tribute party, and we have them every year in New York. It's gonna be huge. I hope it's huge because I've just taken a loan out for $15,000 to pay for the party. Hello? Yes? Now, I'm assuming that we'll sell enough tickets at the door and I'll be reimbursed and I can pay this loan off, but again, that's just a hope. I'm so nervous. I mean, we're gonna open up the doors in about half an hour. We're opening up very shortly, everybody. We have a lot of surprises in store. You're not gonna be disappointed. It's gonna be amazing. Dancing, we have a dance contest. Lucky winner, believe me, you're not gonna be disappointed by your prize, believe me.
My life will never be the same. Girl, you came and changed the way I want.
When it comes to Michael Jackson, I have but one clear objective, and that is to make sure that every single person on this planet realizes how amazing this man is. And if that means going one by one, talking to people and converting them into Michael Jackson fans, or just calling every single radio station and making sure they're playing Michael, to, you know, buying Michael Jackson records, even if I have to store them in my attic, I will continue to try to let people know.
The best way I can sum it up, wanting to dance, is like that Gene Kelly movie, Singing in the Rain, where he's singing Gotta Dance. And that's exactly how I felt from watching Michael Jackson's music videos.
Attention, this is not a drill. This is the VH1 Grammy Patrol. We've got the Grammys surrounded. VH1 dedicates an entire week to the Grammys. Tonight at 10/9 Central. U2 legends, the the story of Dublin's 10-time Grammy winners. Join us all week for VH1's Grammy coverage. Every night another special, every hour a Grammy update. Log on to VH1.com for the latest Grammy news. VH1 Grammy Patrol, we've got the Grammys surrounded.
VH1 Grammy Patrol is sponsored by Nivea. Nivea is the world's #1 name in skincare. By Pizza Hut, home of the new Pizzone Pizza, the pizza you eat like a sandwich. And by MasterCard. There's some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
My favorite anti-wrinkle cream just got better.
New Nivea Q10 Plus has skin's own coenzyme Q10 plus skin's own anti-aging biotin. Together, they give you double the wrinkle control.
Bye-bye wrinkles.
New Nivea Q10 Plus.
Let the Pizzone revolution begin. The new Pizzone from Pizza Hut. The pizza you eat like a sandwich. It's mozzarella cheese and tantalizing toppings. Sandwich calzone style. $5.99 or have a Pizzone party. 2 for $10.99. Only at Pizza Hut.
Club Med. Wanna play?
Our cover girl on her wedding day said, "I won't wear lipstick that wears away." Outlast All Day Lip Color goes 8 hours without reapplying. The color coat sets in a minute. The moisture coat shines and helps protect. From kiss to cake, there's no denying. 34 shades, 0 reapplying. Your color stays so loyal and true. Do you love this wear? I do, I do. Outlast All Day, even all this day lip color from Easy Breezy Beautiful Cover Girl.
What's your worst fear, Nathan? Who is this? We have your daughter. I want something from your patient.
You want what they want.
Is it a telephone number?
No.
It's a bank account.
No.
What is it?
Michael Douglas, don't say a word.
I'll never tell.
Own the DVD or rent the video.
1, 2, 3.
What are you gonna wear?
Hey, whose lucky day is this? Step right up, give it a try.
Top secret kettle corn's ready.
That's right. Now you can get the sweet taste of the county fair right in your own home. Introducing Pop Secret Kettle Corn. It's sweet, it's salty, and it's brand new from Pop Secret.
He's got the disc. They're coming your way.
Excellent. Describe the vehicle.
They're driving, it's like it's a silverish, bluish, it's a bluish what?
Secret weapon? Escape pod? The new Toyota Matrix. It's something else.
Email from
home. Hello, Brian.
Hi, Jennifer. Just writing to see. How is the training going?
Are you eating well?
Introducing email that talks to you.
Are the people nice?
I can't believe you made the ski team, ma'am.
You are such a rock star.
You must be working very hard.
Conquer the mountain, dude.
The mountain.
The mountain.
Talking email from Sprint PCS, proud sponsor of things fast, new,
and really quite amazing.
Walmart's home entertainment department.
You gotta check it out.
This department's hip. It's got everything you need.
The hottest new releases on video.
And on DVD. Let me hear some of that hip-hop, rock, country.
Ooh, you'll get lost up in these CDs. Attention customers, new releases every Tuesday. The coolest new video games. The prices are lower than writing score, actually.
Computer software?
We got your computer software.
Don't stop there. Check out Walmart.com.
Everyday low prices. Walmart Home Entertainment Department.
This is your new home.
Buy one, get one half off. On anything? Yeah, buy a pair of slides, get loafers half price. Buy sandals, get your kids sneakers half price.
It's the buy one, get one half off sale. Good on everything in the store.
I've never seen this side of you before.
Doesn't it feel good? Pay less.
Club Med. Wanna play?
It was a Motown 25 show, and he did Billie Jean. He didn't have no band behind him. He didn't have no a lot of people behind him. It was just him. It was personal. First time he brought the moonwalk to the stage.
I think the whole Michael mania, for me, being a part of that, it really started for me when I saw him do the moonwalk. Once he did the moonwalk, he had me. It was over. As soon as he did the moonwalk, he had the whole world hooked.
When he did the Motown special,
yeah.
Oh my God, man!
And
I was
glove.
like practicing in my basement after that.
It was hard to do on carpet. Yeah.
This is the first time we saw this phenomenon. He's walking on air backwards. He did it a couple times that night too, which is pretty amazing. Anybody else that danced before that, it didn't matter. I don't care if you were Fred Astaire or any of those guys. It didn't matter what you did, what kind of twirly thing you did. Once he did the moonwalk, that just made you forget about everything else.
I'm Simone, I'm 22. I live just outside of Toronto, and I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I've been a fan ever since I can remember. It's almost as if it were embedded in me as a part of my personality to be a Michael Jackson fan. My parents were originally fans of the Jackson 5 and the Jacksons. I suppose that's why I became a Michael Jackson fan.
When you saw the extent to which she enjoyed the music and the level of excitement about the music and everything else, you know, for me as a father, I felt that would be just a passing phase.
Growing up in Trinidad, you can't really access a lot of Michael Jackson memorabilia. So when we moved to Canada, it's just, wow, all this stuff. I do have a fair bit of memorabilia. The Jackson 5 Christmas album, limited edition interview. My parents aren't too keen on me putting up posters or anything like that. No pun intended here to Michael's song, but I've decided to keep all my memorabilia in the closet. I'm a little bit more than just your average fan, simply because I tend to dance like Michael Jackson. There are a few girls that dance like Michael Jackson, and so that is what makes me a little bit different. I started off dancing when I was 5 years old. I first started off with modern dance and then pursued jazz and tap, but there was always something missing whenever I was dancing. And one day I was looking at the Jam video and I was looking at how Michael Jackson moved to specific movements within the actual music, and I thought, that's it. It's the way Michael Jackson moves. And just from there on in, I started reading books on breaking, on mime, because Michael Jackson uses elements of those dance forms to produce what he does.
You knock me off of my feet now, baby.
The first time I did the Michael Jackson interpretation dance was, I was in the 8th grade. We had a little dance showcase, and I did the moonwalk, and I did a little bit of what he would typically do. And the kids went insane.
She did the moonwalk, she did some, oh my goodness, I just couldn't believe my eyes. She got a standing ovation.
It became a school tradition. I started teaching when I was 16 years old. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is kick and slide. One of the things that I teach in my classes is the back float, because that's what Michael Jackson does. It's the moonwalk. Back, switch and back, switch, back, switch and back.
We just love Michael Jackson so much.
Yeah,
I love his dance moves. I've been a fan of his for my whole life.
Like that, Simone loves Michael Jackson.
She's always doing his moonwalks, side floats.
Our daughter enjoys her class, so I think that says so much.
Well, I come home, I talk about a lot of my dance teacher, and they think she's a really great person, and they think I'm really achieving something.
And I used to be able to dance to that stuff.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen my father do the moonwalk, and I never do want to see my father do the moonwalk. I think it'd be kind of scary.
The 8-year-olds are one of a kind. They pretty much love anything that is good, anything that exudes talent, and Michael Jackson represents all those things.
I like Michael Jackson music because I like watching him dance.
Excellent, guys. Way to go. Good class. Apart from my Michael Jackson dance-like interpretations, I'm also a choreographer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right now, I'm choreographing for a local Toronto artist called Kama. And right now, we are trying to put together a showcase for the music labels. Again, you can funk it up, like we can add like a little bounce to it. Yeah.
Okay.
So we are working on her persona and also trying to incorporate various moves that's very reflective of her personality. Yeah. Then, to your right, 5, 6.
Okay.
Then left, 7, 8. She's more into karate than she is into dancing, so we are trying to take elements of karate and make it danceable and create a new style altogether for her whole package. Yeah, that's cool? Okay, awesome.
Very cool.
I hope to work in Michael Jackson's influence in that he worked closely with Vincent Patterson.
Who is it?
Michael Jackson and Vincent Patterson combined worked on things and drew from things that were very specific to Michael to create who he is. And so the way that has influenced me is I try to, whenever I work with an artist, I try to find something that's very specific to them and work within the realm of their being. When I watch Michael Jackson's videos, it's just an excitement. It is awe. I am just in sheer awe by watching it because of the way that his dancing played a key role in his music videos. Watching Michael Jackson's music videos, that had a very instrumental role in what I do as far as dance, as far as teaching dance, and especially as far as teaching hip-hop.
What do you do with these?
Dancing them, you do like jazz and hip-hop.
I started getting interested in Simone and dancing. She's an amazing dancer. I think that's where our friendship really started to blossom, and I've enjoyed being friends with her, even though there's this little Michael Jackson thing.
Andrea is, by all means, she does not understand the Michael Jackson thing at all. I can do a Michael move on this.
You can totally see how he's inspired her, and she takes what inspiration he's given her and she adds herself to it. It's just amazing what she does.
Michael Jackson has inspired me because he's a creative being, he's a creative entity. He also speaks of being a channel for his creativity, and that has motivated me to become a channel for my creativity.
I've always admired Simone's sense of maturity, and bringing that maturity to the kind of work that Michael Jackson does augurs well for Simone's character, and it does a lot for her self-esteem. If I have to be like one of the younger people and say, you go, girl.
Michael once said that you can never stop learning, and that's what Michael represents to me. I will never stop learning from Michael.
The show was unbelievable. Just seeing Michael and his brothers was just probably the most amazing hour of my life.
Rockstar Games presents Max Payne, the intense story of a fugitive undercover cop who is framed for murder. A man with nothing to lose. Revolutionary bullet-time gameplay slows down the action, showing bullets in flight, giving Max the edge against impossible odds. Prepare for pain. Max Payne. Get it now on PlayStation 2, Xbox, and PC. Rated M for mature.
Lee, you can dunk, but you can't dip. Your dip is gone, baby.
What are you talking about? No dip.
Introducing new Tostitos Scoops.
Let me tell you something, Bill. I put the hip in chip. Watch this.
With the bite-sized, bowl-shaped design for the perfect dip every time. New Tostitos Scoops. Whoa. The dip lover's chip.
This is my house.
Yes, it is.
No, this is my house. You guys gotta go.
Also great with new Queso Supreme dip.
Hi, got your large pizza and free Cinesticks.
Great. Wow. Maybe it's the smell of the Cinesticks.
by the fact that they're free. But I just want you to know, if I had a son, I'd want him to be just like you.
Hey, Dad, what's the holdup? We're starving.
Gotta go.
Topped with cinnamon sugar and served with creamy icing, it's Domino's Freshly Baked Cinnasticks. Get a free order when you buy any large one-topping pizza for $9.99. Call now. Get the door. It's Domino's.
Hello?
Collect call.
Did you use 1-800-COLLECT?
1-800-COLLECT presents Ava Save-A-Lot, starring in the most horrifying movie ever. I know you're not calling me with 1-800-COLLECT.
What kind of twisted mind wouldn't want me to save a buck or two? It's so easy. What a nightmare.
1-800-COLLECT. Save a buck or two.
Isn't it time you found out about Imitrex? Ask your doctor if a free sample of Imitrex is right for you. Don't wait. Talk to your doctor today about a free sample of Imitrex.
The world's #1 anti-wrinkle cream just got better.
New Nivea Q10 Plus has skin's own coenzyme Q10 plus skin's own anti-aging biotin. Together, they give you double the wrinkle control.
Bye-bye, wrinkles.
New Nivea Q10 Plus.
Everybody's scary movie is back. Hey! And this time, they're up to their eyeballs in terror.
Oh my God.
Horror.
I'm not crazy.
And hilarity.
I just came down to get a banana.
Silent. Scary Movie 2.
What's your location?
Just tune to the 100s and order directly with your remote.
I better use my strong hand.
On Blockbuster Ticket, only on DirecTV. All right, let's go.
You've always looked to us for speed. We've always given you speed. Speed Vision is now the Speed Channel. Get all the great sports car and road racing action you crave. Kart, World Rally, tons of motorcycle racing, and more.
Oh, they touch!
Including live NASCAR qualifying, Inside Winston Cup, and classic NASCAR racing.
He's an awesome performer and had a great time tonight.
It was incredible. I mean, it was a lot more than what I expected. To me, Michael's at the top of his game. He's 43 years old, you know, and he's still, I mean, he don't look like he lost a step.
If I see him, my heart just starts beating faster. He wants people to come together.
We got 3 generations here, and Michael rocks.
I love Michael Jackson.
We love you, Mike.
Michael, you don't ever have to do anything else again in your life. You've proved it already. Michael Jackson is by far, hands down, the greatest artist of all time. And my devotion to him is single-mindedly, it's loving, it's pure, it's unconditional.
I am not like a lot of fans that think Michael is some kind of god. I think he is a normal human man. He makes lots of mistakes like anyone else does, but I am devoted to him because he did save my life.
And I look into the future, and people might ask, well, at one point, Joe, it's going to stop. And I just say, when I'm 30 and 40 and 50, I think I will still be doing the same thing. I don't see any time when Michael will not be in my life.
Michael
Jackson has taught me to be like a phoenix, just rise above.
Continue to get raves, an all-new episode of Dennis Miller.
With things that, you know, you may not anticipate, but it's a matter of you being resilient and to be triumphant in that.
Awesome. Great. I love you. Good night.